Was poppin', was poppin', was poppin'. Welcome to Get Moose. I'm Nikki. That's Moose. What's up, Moose?
What up, y'all?
And we got a very special episode today. We're talking about the voice of social media. One of the creators of the week that we had in the past episode. This man has changed what we know is motivational speaking in the social media world, at least. We're talking about how to create content on a consistent basis and when to repurpose it, how to monetize your voice, and so much more. Moose, who are we talking about?
And we're talking about the one and only. We talked about him a couple weeks ago, George White, the speaker.
And we just want you to hear this interview. Let's get into this intro.
Two kids from Queens, cut from a different cloth. Now joining forces, helping you to elevate your personal brand. Yeah, I'm talking about Nikki and Moose, bringing you a never-before-seen perspective into the mindset, the mentality, the behaviors, the driving force, but more importantly, the stories behind the people and brands that you know and love the most.
And of course, this is powered by Ecamm Live, the #1 all-in-one streaming platform that not only allows you to stream on all your social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, that whole nine, but it will also allow you to do pre-recorded videos, video isolation, audio isolation, transitions, AI features, the whole nine, and we're giving 14 days away for free if you just go to www.nickyandmoose.com/ecamm. That's ECAMM for the 14-day trial. And without further ado, let's get into this interview. Listen, I told you, I had the man himself. We made him a creator of the week. I had to bring him on. I need to have these conversations first and foremost. Thank you, George, for jumping on the Nikki and Moose podcast. How you feeling?
You think I'm feeling great? Thank you for having me. I'm gonna talk that talk. Let's get it.
Let's talk about it. Look, okay, let's get with the foundation. I know some people, if you're not on, I mean, this man has like over 400 followers on TikTok, over 300 on Instagram. I mean, you've heard his voice on some of your favorite influencers' pages. I'm just gonna let you know this, but let's find out the foundation. Tell us the story before the voice.
You know, I really feel like God put me in this space, in this position to be the voice, and I had to go through trial and errors. You know, I had to face the opposition. You know, adversity, and I believe that my upbringing. My upbringing really molded me into the person I am today. So I speak with conviction. I speak with passion. And all that stemmed from what I encountered as a child. Growing up in poverty, growing up in a project, losing my football scholarship. That's one of the biggest. And also battling with alcoholism when I was in college, what caused me to get kicked out of college. And, what really helped me transition so I can transform is basically surrendering myself to the Most High and not being conformed to this world, but being transformed by the renewing of my mind. And also meet my wife in 2014 and becoming a father while having a father. So I had to turn to that big dog. I had to turn up a notch, so it's a blessing and honor to be here today because a lot of people can go through, man. A lot of people can get through without going through AAU meeting or some type of counseling. But, when you are chosen, when you are called, you go through more, you see more, you feel more. Just like Job, just like Moses, just like David, just like everybody. Nobody's perfect. So I'm blessed and honored.
Okay, wait. We passed through a few things. We got to bring it back. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from East Texas. I'm from Palestine, Texas. So I speak with a Southern accent.
Yep.
So
I didn't want to assume. I was like, okay, I know he had to be from the South, but watch him say something like Canada. I'm like, so I never assume. You feel me? I never assume. Okay, so Texas, poverty, but let's talk about losing that scholarship, right? Let's talk about that. bring me back to, because I feel like a lot of the passion that you have in your voice definitely stems from the past, but we want to know more of that past than necessarily. We're gonna get to how do we become the voice of social media? Because I'm gonna state that he became the voice of social media. I'm gonna talk how we monetize that, but like break down that passion for me.
You know, with the football scholarship, it was not everybody is ready at a certain time to be at the top, because when you get something you've been working hard for, you stop working, or you forget the main value of why you want it so much. And I believe that I was the product of my environment. You know, like being a single family home, I'm the youngest out of three, so I did what the next person did. You know, I didn't fit in with the normal people because I didn't look like them. And when you don't look like them, you just go to school and go play football and do what you got to do and come back home to where you like where I lay my head at didn't change. You know, I seen some things that a lot of people never seen in their life, and I believe that that was a big factor in my life when it came to achieving what I wanted to achieve, which was football. You know, me and my mom met with Texas Southern University. And, you know, I was supposed to go there, but fortunately, my GPA and my grades didn't match up, so it kept me held back. So I had to go to a JUCO college for a year to transfer on my scholarship so I can receive a scholarship. But I ended up getting kicked out of college for academic probation. And when that happened, I feel like I was just lost. I was in this dark place. And I was familiar with that dark place because my mom went through that dark place. Her mom went through that dark place. My dad, it's a generation cycle. And, you know, they say the sins of the father get passed down to the third and fourth generation. And not having my father, but being named after my father played a big factor in my life. So I was trying to find who I was and who I was at the same time.
That's good. That's good. Okay. So let's talk about the introduction of social media. Because I feel like maybe you went through a little journey with that too. Because I was looking at some of the past videos. I was like, oh wait. Oh, he been here. He been here. All right. So talk to actually no, I actually have a first question.
Okay.
When did you realize that your voice was dope? Let's start there. Let's start there.
Okay.
When did you know that the voice was dope?
You know, growing up, they used to always say I talk a lot. So I've been a talker.
Okay.
But to really say, okay, speaking is my gift and this is what God called me to be, it took for me to go through working in the corporate world. And God was pruning me and molding me in that situation because I was teaching, instructing, and motivating people at the same time. But it really started in 2018 when God said it's time. He said, your voice gonna touch the world. You know, I'm a firm believer. Not everybody have the same belief, but I'm a man of God before anything, and I stand on that. I stand on principle. So that will allow me to get here. And it take people to get you where you need to be. And my wife played a big factor. So when I told her, I said, listen, I'm going to do this. This is what God called me to do. And she was 100% behind me. That's different. A lot of people don't support your dream because they don't see your vision. But my wife did. And I honor her so much. So with that being said, it started in 2018. I got my equipment and I got my camera, which I didn't know how to work nothing. But I'm a dedicated individual. I done came through the work so I can achieve the most. So I just got on YouTube. I learned how to work Adobe Premiere. Learned how to work. I think I had a Canon EOS at the time, a Canon, and I just went to work from there. And yeah, with trials and errors, man, it was time that I was like, man, I don't know, but I kept pushing. And it's gonna be a lot of naysayers when you're trying to reach your pinnacle and manifest your goals. You just got to remember what the man above told you. And I kept pushing. But I do remember while I was doing that at the same time, working in a corporate office, I couldn't find myself. And the reason why is when you're in a high position in the corporate world, people tend to follow you and watch how you speak. And I feel like I would have been truly authentic with myself and who the man above called me to be. So it took for me to isolate, evaluate, and eliminate so I can elevate. And I turned into that big dog after that.
Speaking bars right there. Okay, let's stay. speaker route, but you grabbed the camera and the mic. So me working with a lot of speakers, they trying to get on stage first and foremost, right? They're trying to get in front of the people, whether it's from the churches to the big corporate offices, and you went more of the media route. Why?
Everybody's journey is different, and it's a new age. I don't think people understand that. It's imperative. Don't get wrong. You can watch other people and try to learn some things for them and put that in your arsenal, try to perfect your craft, but things are different. And I feel like it takes longer with some people because they're not being truly who they're supposed to be. So I say, know what? Let me try this route. And you don't have to touch stages. Your experience within yourself, the things you go through in your daily life can inspire you in a different way. So I came into the situation where I wasn't trying to be like the next man. I truly love what I do. This is who I am. I'm nobody. When you see me, they see me outside like, big dog, talk that talk, George, because I reached them, become as powerful as I am just behind this mic. Just imagine what more to come. So I would tell the individual before, because I had some people underneath me that I train and help as well. I said, be true to who you are. Don't rush the process, but trust the process. Just because old dude doing like this or old girl doing like this here, that's their lane. That's their journey. If you stay in your own lane, there won't be no traffic.
Okay, but let's talk about what was that first camera? What was that? What was that first mic? Well, let's talk about that for my content creators. For those people who understand that we need to create content. What was that first thing?
So I got a backdrop from this, all from Amazon. A backdrop, a EOS camera, a portable mic where you put on your shirt right here,
right,
and my wife behind the camera with a tripod and got the lights. It just if you really want enough, you'll do the research and find the equipment you need. Nobody told me nothing. I wasn't waiting for no handout. I wasn't waiting for nobody to give me nothing. I wanted to perfect my craft, and I tell people to learn more and to save money is best you do it yourself, because when you're intentional, it becomes personal. When you're intentional with everything you do, it becomes personal. So I learned how to work Adobe Premiere and things like that. So that would really help me now. So I'm teaching people how to work Adobe, and work this camera, like this whole setup I have now. The guy that will help me with my podcast, he worked for Time Warner's. Not Time Warner, but Warner Brothers. And he helped me set some of the other stuff up what I have now. So it's about meeting people, doing things yourself first, learning, being intentional with yourself. And on your journey, you're going to meet new people that can teach you more things that can add to your craft and your arsenal so you can become better than before.
That's good. So let's talk about the first video. Let's talk about the first video. You said, okay, wifey, I need you right behind the camera real quick. I'm going to go in. Do you still remember that first video, the thought process, how you felt after it was posted?
I'm never satisfied. Let me tell you.
Okay, come on.
Hey, I'm built different. And I say when I'm built different, I critique myself so much that I don't believe in mediocre or average. I want to be the best at what I do for myself. And I continued wanting to improve. So I kept improving. Some people liked it, but me, I wasn't satisfied with it. So it took about 2021. Was that July 2021, where I just say, know what? I want to be me. Those who get it. Those who don't. But the real one's going to feel me. And I just took off with it, but it took 50, 60, 100 videos to get it right. And I would tell people, you can shoot the same jump shot 1,000 times. You might miss 999, but you're going to hit one.
Right.
You're going to hit one.
Right.
And that one is going to allow you to blossom. And that's when you take off. And that's when you start getting motivated. That's when you start being driven. You know what I'm saying? So that will happen. So.
Okay. We're not going to pass the 100, the 60 to 100 videos. So is it more that you were just trying to get your cadence, your footing, like was it more on you started to see that you may be copying other people and then something clicked was like, oh no, I'm gonna do it this way. Like people are not going to understand that they have to create that many videos for them to fully get their style. So let's not pass that 100.
So it was more of the cadence, you know. I was noticing like the way I make my video versus how I speak in real life wasn't lining up right. I wanted to be. It didn't feel authentic when it was leaving my mouth. The message was good, and sometimes it's not the message; it's the way you deliver it. And sometimes it can be you can deliver it correctly. But it can be the message. So I had to really just dig deep into it and just study myself for years and learn how to perfect it at my best. Where now it's like clockwork. Like I can get behind a mic. I don't write anything. I allow the man above to give me a discernment, and I go with it. And this is who I am. Like, it's so much more that people don't even know yet. Like I only given people 40%.
Why?
Because that's for years to come. I'm looking at longevity of people. Understand this is not a hobby. This is my livelihood. This is what I do. And I look at longevity, and I want to put people in position so they can put other people in position. I want to teach people that you take your experience, you take a trial and error, and you just put it into a book. Just put it into a book. You ain't got to publish this book. This book is for yours. It's your little black book, and everything you wrote in that book, that's your content. That's your keynote speaking. That's everything you need. Therefore, you say the first 12 months, I'm gonna give them this. In the next 28 months, I'm gonna give them this. God allowed me to experience a lot of stuff. I have a lot of credentials that people wouldn't even realize I had because of where I came from, how I came from it, and what I'm doing now. So I got a Lean Six Sigma. The corporate world that's golden for me. I can improve a company. I can improve a company up 6% because I teach people the difference between will set and skill set. This person can be better than you, but I'm taking a person who got that dog in them, got that drive, that will set. When somebody got that skill set, they now come in every day and give you 100%. But that person who got that will set will. See, professionalism got to be there. You can't coach professionalism, but you can coach performance. This is why I teach people.
That's so interesting because you said like, yo, you're at 40. So were you? This is so not on my questions, but were you like when you were at 20%, right? Was it more like I'm not satisfied, like I'm not doing the most, but I know I have to be on this 20% right now because I'm trying to do this long term? Or was it more like God gave you that these are your time periods. This is 10%, this is 20. Like, do you have that mapped out? This is very interesting to me.
Yeah, so my 40% might be somebody 80%. You know, it's different.
And
like,
you're
I
aware
know
of that. And you're because I know when I'm at like 50, right? That's somebody's 90 for some reason. And so like I know that for myself. So do you know, like, okay, I may be 40, but somebody's giving their all right now. I'm still beating them. So it's gonna be dangerous when this percentage goes up.
So this I'm very intellectual. Let me tell you what I do. I love what I do. My first thing is to reach the people, to help people transition and feel good about themselves. I want to speak to the people, not at the people. That's the first thing. I don't follow the trend. I create the trend. That's the second thing is. Third thing is I got to be intentional. That's how you create longevity when you're intentional. Don't get content or get complacent. See, a lot of people chase fame. That's just a word to me. I get 200 inbox a day, and that's just Instagram from a lot of people. You'll be surprised. I don't care how big they are, how much money they have. It's a lot of people who reach out to me, and they ask me how I stay consistent and hungry like I do. And it's that not being content or being complacent. It's staying hungry, staying driven. Remember why you started. Remember why you wanted this so much. So that would keep me just like boom.
as going down the road of the speaker route, did you ever worry, like, because you didn't go the traditional way, that they would only take you serious for those 30, 40 a minute, seconds, rather than being able to serve the people for, let's say, a 30-minute keynote, an hour keynote? Like, did you ever worry about that?
No, you can't have faith and worry. um, I'm, how want to put this? So like I'm really sure of myself, and
Mhm.
like I say, I'm very intentional. I write a lot. I write. Music. I write a lot of stuff. My phone. I have two phones. I just write. This is who I am. I speak. This is who I am. Um, I did presentation a lot of times in the corporate world. That would make me feel like, you know what, this is what I love. 30 minutes to an hour, 2 years, 3 years, and I was good at what I do. And when God said it's time, the Most High said, when Yahshua says it's time, and you can't, either you're gonna be all the way in or you'll be all the way out. See, a lot of people, they look at the life, it sound good, and they put one foot in. They be like, oh, it's too deep. I gotta go back. If you knew that water gonna be deep, you should never stepped out there. So you gotta take the good with the bad and the bad with the ugly, wherever come with it. See, life is about learning. You get out there, you learn something. Each time you get on the stage, each time you get behind the mic, whatever, you take some from that, you learn it. Like it's a blessing to see people flying from a different state just to see me in Houston. That's glory be to the Most High. They don't have to do that. So I'm thankful for the small. So I'm grateful for many. So who I am right now is what you're gonna get plus more, because I'm very authentic and I'm very intentional. I don't want no individual who invests their time, not money. You can always make more money, but you can never get time back. So why should you give time to? So when a person invests their time to come see me, I'm gonna embrace that and be so thankful, because they could have been doing anything, but they chose to be here. And that's why I tell people that, yeah, God chose me, because God could have chose anybody, but he chose this body to reach everybody. So I gotta turn them up.
I love that. And I love how you focused on, like, even just the people that are coming outside of Houston. Like, y- you're so grateful for just like even one person.
Mhm.
And I think I want to know, when did you know this started to work? Like, was there a particular video? Was there a particular feeling? Like, talk to the people of, I knew this was going, like, tangible, but like, I know you, like, I knew this was going to work. But what was a good, clear sign from whether somebody who followed you, whether it was the numbers that you knew, yo, this was going to work?
First, it started in April of 2022. Somebody had um, prophesied over my life, spoken to my life, which the Most High already told me. That's the first thing. Uh, June, it's a video that went viral. And that's the one, and
It's
it took
June.
off. It got 10 million plays, and it just, I grew in 10 months. I grew 300,000 followers in 10 months, and it continued to grow. It went viral on a video that I posted in June. It was like June 19th, and like 2 weeks later, it started going viral. It's just a video where it's an interview I had, and I did some content up there. It's a 15-second video, and this went viral. It took off. I started putting out. That's when I was all gas, no brakes, more gas and less brake. I kept turning up, turning up, turning up, and man, like I don't sleep that much. I'm grinding, I'm grinding, I'm grinding, I'm learning more. Because it's always somebody who hungry, who got that dog in it, or might be more hungry than you. So I know I can't let up. And I kept putting out more content, like 7 days a week. I'm putting out new
Right,
content,
right,
not repurposed yet. I'm gonna get
right,
into
right.
that. I'm putting out new content, new content, new content, new content. And next thing you know, from July of 2022 until now, that's 10 months. I grew up over 300,000 followers, because I had 23,000, and now I'm at like 340 something. So I grew up with 300,000 followers in 10 months. And I got the blueprint to this, man. And why I say this, I'm very analytical. That's why I did at my job. I did analytics a lot, forecasting. I know how to find trends,
Right.
and that's what I do. So I look at the number. I'm a number guy. If I can't make it make sense, I can't trust it. So so I start being very intentional with that, and is looking at the videos I make, the quality of video I'm making, the content. See, I don't have to do extra when the message is powerful. But I tell people, sometimes some people have to do transition. They have to do things like that. But I didn't. Sometimes I tried it just I love learning more, but I also focus on the message first thing. Then the music behind it, just give it that ooh. So
That no, that is what attracted me to your content, because it's really simple, where others would do as far as the sound effects and the transitions into different scenes. You keep it very mic, background, music, and
mhm.
that's it. And was it always that way? Like, at what point did you say, I'm not doing everything else? This is my style. And did anybody inspire that, or did that just hit you like, this is it?
I found out what worked and I kept pushing. And because I don't remember too many people. Now I see everybody doing it. I don't
Oh
remember
yeah.
seeing too
Oh
many
yeah.
people. I just stuck with it, man, and I got that breakthrough, and I took
Yeah.
advantage of that. So uh, it was a blessing, honor, and shout out to my bro Inky, man. He been following me since I had
My guy.
23,000 followers, man. Stand up guy, and ET Inc. Um, Les Brown, them people, they got me through some days, especially Les Brown. I started listening to Les Brown in 2012, ET around the same time, 2012. And then me and ET got a lot of similar, we talk loud. We don't talk loud because we're trying to get the message across. It's because
Right.
that
Right.
dog. And now some people born with it
Hmm.
and they got to find it. So, they're seeing people, different styles of how they speak, such as Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins,
Yep.
um, little Grant, not Grant Cardone, but Gary Vee. I just watch different people.
Hmm.
I'm fascinated with people who try to perfect their craft and who don't get content, who love what they do, who very passionate. Because you can tell people who do things because of the money. You can see people who do it because they love it. They give
Right.
it their all. So shout out to them guys, man. They led the way for us, so give them their flowers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's get into the business side a little bit, right? Because I know we doing it for the passion, but there's a check to it. There's
hmm
there's some bags to it. So talk
hmm
talk to us about the business side of what you do, and that very first check that you got. You don't have to say the amount, but
hmm
like that very first check, that feeling that like, oh snap, this we got to do the business side right.
hmm So before you can get a check, you got to invest.
Mm.
See, with your own money. See, some people want to go get a check, but they invest. Everything got to be on point. And second thing is, you want to make sure you're a necessity. People want you. Like, I'm not gonna say who. Like, I got a call here if somebody want to do some work, but I wanted to be versatile. I wanted to change the dynamic of a speaker. So we speak about the checks and different things.
Hmm.
I don't only want to get paid from being on stage or whatever. If you reach out, you want me to be on your album? Okay. I need 10,000, 3,000, whatever.
Right.
Intro, whatever.
Price
You
went up.
know,
So if you just heard that price, the price just went up. Don't take that.
yeah,
Don't take what he just said.
and it's gonna change next week. No, but I chase the gift and not the money, so that would keep me hungry too. But I want to tap into everything. Jacksonville Jaguars just reached out to me and my manager. Um, we spoke with them 2 weeks ago. They wanted to do something for the draft, but things it was too soon or whatever, so we couldn't get it work out. But
Mhm.
Dallas Mavericks, that's another one. Um, a lot of people reaching out to do things. I'm thankful and grateful for that as well. But I keep pushing and stay focused and continue to grow and be better at what I do. But I don't never let one check define who I am. I knew who I was when I was dead and broke. I
Right,
knew who I
right.
was. I barely graduated high school. That's when I was in the trenches. So if I can make it through that, shoot, I don't care how many zeros behind it. It doesn't
Right.
matter. It doesn't define me, but it does help me put my family in good position and create some freedom.
hmm
So yeah,
So the voiceover work is because I was about to say that people must be reaching out instantly now. Like, okay, I've
hmm
taken your audios here and there, but I need specific
hmm
message for my team, for my vibe. Like, but what else do you see? I know you got the merch. Listen, if you don't get his merch with the talk that talk and like, I don't know what's wrong with you, right? But I know you got the merch, but what is something I would say that you are, as a creator, wanting to get more into?
everything
Okay.
that what God want me to be in. Movies,
Mm.
got commercials, uh, everything. It's bigger than me. It never was about me. I want to show people where I came from. You can do it, man. I don't care. You didn't have that support. We all don't have that support. Excuses sound best to the person that's making it up. What you gonna do about it today? So I want to show people that you can do it. I want to create a blueprint. I got a lot of things I want to create for people, different courses. You
hmm
know, I want to show people how to brand themselves. It's imperative for people to know um, you can get residual income from everything. You just got to put the work in. Motivation albums that make money on its own. Only thing I got to do is
Oh.
put it out there. That's gonna make money itself. TikTok, Facebook, no Instagram ain't the same no more. But YouTube,
hmm
the podcast channel I have for those who subscribe to those to that podcast. It's out there. It's about, okay, are you gonna make time or are you gonna say I don't have the time? So that's gonna separate you from being here and being average. And it's gonna be a lot of days you're not gonna get that much sleep. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be exhausted. I went 12 months. My wife had to tell me, "Hey, take a week off." So I started doing
Mm.
repurposing videos because it started taking a toll on you because you got this, you got this, you got this, you got. Now I got 3 kids. I have 3 kids, and I have a
Beautiful.
wife, and so it just I'm it's not too many people who more hungry than me or driven or motivated. Like it's hard. It's hard for me to. I can't watch TV. It's hard for me to watch TV.
Mm.
Because I was telling someone before, if you want it, you can't spend 6 hours watching somebody live the life you want.
Right.
You don't watch every series. You don't watch every basketball game. They living with freedom. They get to
hmm
play, do something they love, and go home to their family and take trips and do this here, while you got to go to a job that you hate that you've been at for 20 years. And that's why I say you can make money, but you can't get time back. So watch what you give time to.
Mm. Listen, I want to get into this content schedule. I promise you, because you've talked about creating something new and then repurposing. I don't want to get too much in my bag in this part, but there's one thing you did say, which is a manager, and I think a lot of creators don't even understand when to get one, how to get one. Like, talk to us about that journey of getting the manager, how important it is. Is it working? Is it not? No offense, manager. You don't have to watch this now. But like, but talk to, because they don't talk about that to us, creative entrepreneurs. They say create, and
Mhm.
then monetization is going to happen. But you're being intentional with having a manager. So talk to us about that journey.
So first and foremost, you want to have somebody around you that you can trust. Second thing is you don't need people around you who money hungry. When they money hungry, they miss the vision. They got to see your vision. Not everybody, they might be great with other people, but they might not be great with you. So you got to find somebody who fits you. And it's okay to find somebody who's different because they might know something different than you do. But y'all both have to see the vision. And that's imperative for people to understand. If you go searching for someone just for anybody, the house gonna flood. You keep letting people in, the house gonna flood. So you want to build everything from foundation up. So that's why I did. It started with me, my wife. You know, I have an oldest son. I have a 19-year-old son. He do some things with it as well. I put family around me first, and then I go to the outside. And the person I went to is a person I know, very financially analytical. This dude here, amazing, man. So we set up a meeting. We shot the ones and twos. You know, let them know the vision. You know, we just talk about some great things, man. And I feel like we can be he remind me of Rich Paul, Mav Carter type guy. So, and instead of, I'm constantly trying to find more people to add to my team to take some of the load off of me. And I don't want to jump too far because I know you don't ask about the content time, but
no, go. I bring it back. Okay. I'll bring it back.
So, one of the key things to growing, you got to know the analytics. You got to know Instagram, the algorithm. It changes a lot.
Yeah.
And so I post at 7:30. So I start out posting at 7:30. I know my followers, my supporters, where they located. I'm in Dubai. I'm everywhere. It's crazy. That's mind blowing to me. But in the States, I know where everybody located. So I post at 7:30, and when I post, before I started, I look at every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes. I got to find some type of trend that's going to teach me if this the accurate time for that day. Days make a difference. Friday's not a good day.
They do.
Friday. So I just learned, I continue to find the analytics because it's people who work in the algorithm. This is why I tell people, don't get wrong, we got AI and different things like this, but it's people who created this algorithm. So they human just like us. They just use their mind and put into a system, make some type of database or whatever to create an algorithm. So you can think just like them. You just got to be intentional. You got to want to know how this thing work. It's not like TikTok algorithm for everybody. You can go viral just by saying, hey. So I learned Instagram algorithm. I know that 7:30 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometime around Thursday, the algorithm kind of mess up. And sometimes when you post too much, the algorithm trying to like bring you down. So let's say for 2 weeks, you post every Monday through Sunday. The algorithm said, okay, you reaching 500,000 people every time. Let me bring you back. So you start reaching only 100K. Don't get discouraged. Just take a day off. Sometimes 2 days off. You can take Saturday and Sunday off. Therefore, it's like it's refreshing. Then you start back Monday. But most importantly is if you want to build your platform, you have to be consistent. You have to have everything laid out. And I don't do the scheduling post. I do it myself because when you're intentional, I know everybody who like it. The first 5 minutes, the 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I know my people. And when you know your people, this is the social world. We're not talking about on stage yet. But if you can create something in the social world, you are winning. These people will be dedicated to you because you are dedicated to your craft. And then when you're making good material, good content, only thing you have to do is post, and they're going to share your content themselves. That will help you get 300,000, a million plays. And now you just got to keep the same structure. I'm big on structure. Keep the same pattern, same structure, and everything going to work for itself. If I can grow my platform, over 300,000 in 10 months, I got to be doing something good. And I'm trending to be at a meal within the next, 15 months? I think it was 15, 16 months. But it can be before then because another thing I'm going to do going forward within the next couple months, I'm trying everything. And I want the world. I want the world who battling with depression, anxiety, people, things. I want them to be able to come to my page and feel refreshed. That's the only thing that matters to me.
Okay.
And motivated.
Listen, okay. See, now you're talking about talk. Now let's talk about this. All right. So we breaking down the Instagram algorithm. Did you, and you kind of mentioned it, are you putting that much focus on TikTok? Because you actually got more followers on TikTok. Or was it more of it just works? They grab to it. You know, I'm posted there, but I know with Instagram, it takes a lot more work. So I have to actually concentrate on figuring out those times, those patterns, the music that really hits. Like Like, is that how you're going about it?
Yeah. Forgot about Facebook. I grew my Facebook page up to 22K in 4 months. So now it's like when you search George White the speaker, like it's like I'm thankful, man. I just get emotional. I'm glad that God allowed me to be who I am. But I can help so many people where when people interview me now, where you can search George White the speaker, it's gonna bring people to your page. So that's what happened with TikTok, with Instagram. But with TikTok, it's just people just know they waiting for it, and it just goes. And the algorithm on TikTok, and I tell people this here, Instagram require a lot more work. Yes, it does. But if you want to get that fan base and transition them over to Instagram or to Twitter, whatever, start with TikTok before they banned it. But start with TikTok and work your way up. And TikTok algorithm is easy. It's like you in the 12th grade doing seventh grade work. And I'm not I'm not trying to discredit TikTok, but TikTok give people confidence in their craft would make them either want to perfect it more or they get content. Because I was talking about that gentleman, Kahabi, forgot his name, where he do this here all the time.
Yeah,
Uh,
the one that doesn't speak. I know who you're talking about.
that guy's a
Kabi.
genius. Yeah,
Kabi.
Kabi. He's a genius. He figured out what worked. It didn't change anything. He keep doing it. He keep doing it. He getting what, $1 million per video or something, 870,000
Yeah, it's
per
crazy.
video.
It's crazy.
So just about being intentional. The much you watch TV, it's easy to create content. You can pick up your phone. You don't even have to have a camera. I tell people all the time, start with your iPhone,
Yeah.
your Galaxy or whatever, and just record yourself. Hey, I need y'all to receive this message. You're gonna get through. Life might be tough, but you won't give up. You won't give up. Just different things like that. And that's what's gonna really separate from people.
So I think with TikTok, I think for you, because you know how a lot of people are searching for that audio to make
Mhm.
their
Mhm.
videos rock. I think that's why your
Yeah.
stuff really gains so much traction, because we need that that inspiration. We need that source of audio for our content to go. Instagram picked that up later, right? Instagram was like, oh, okay, we could take other people's audios too and now call it trendy. So I think that's why TikTok works for you a lot more, and it's a lot easier, right?
Mhm.
It's like, I just put I'm somebody's reason they're creating content. And let's not pass that, because there are two like different types of content creators, and he's one of those that is the trend, right? He's not trying to do a trend, he is the trend. There is a certain pattern of how he does his videos, how even the audio is embedded in his actual voice and not him taking the audio and then he's going over it. When did you start doing that and you knew, okay, this is what's going to make me the trend and people are going to take my audio for their videos?
Because I was using, like, for Instagram, for instance, I was using their audio, and their first video that went viral was under Instagram audio. I say, you know what? How can they share it and make a duet to it
Yeah.
if it's not mine? So I said, you know what? If I'm going to trend like this here, let's trend. Let's take over with it. Let's take a chance and use your audio. And once I did that, that's where now I blew up on TikTok in 2021, but I wanted to get Instagram, so I had to do the same thing, and everything played out just right, because that's the time where Instagram went from regular posts to reels, because I jumped on it fast. I said, okay, if they gonna do the same thing as TikTok, they gotta lower the algorithm,
Yeah.
because how are we gonna see the creation of people who create content? So that's why I started using great audio in the back of my videos to go with my voice, and that's something that is I want someone to be able to binge watch what I do and then say, okay, I need that audio to put with my football highlight, my track highlight, or my personal life, or whatever video they want to do it to. So once I picked up on that, I kept saying, okay, more, more, more. Give these people what they want, more. And which allowed the smartest thing I could have ever done was that, because I helped other people go viral. They took my viral video just to go viral. And you can do the duet, or you can do the side by side, or I see the other one that got on TikTok went viral where he was lip syncing what I was saying, but doing like some different stuff with it, and he went viral. So it's different ways to go viral. You just got to find out what's trending. And you put something out before, I think last week, trending audios. And I was just looking at the comments and like, how many people gonna actually gravitate to the free gems that you are giving people? And
Right.
people not understanding it's not hard to go viral. You just gotta be intentional and pay attention and learn. And you can.
So, okay, let's go into this content strategy. I'm seeing we may be running out of time. So let's talk about this content strategy. Because I think, in my personal opinion, content creators are more like music artists, where we have to go hard in the very beginning. So we're putting out new stuff over and over and over and over again. And then the second that we get some traction, then we can get into our repurpose bag. Then we like to save up, because then we're going to go through our album mode, which I'm going to get into his album. Don't get it twisted, people.
Okay.
But then we get into our album mode where we're now putting out new stuff over and over again. And then we go through this cycle to keep us relevant. So for you, how, in the beginning, how often did you do new content and how often did you repurpose? And now, what is kind of your content schedule?
So for the first year, all new videos every day. And I recently started doing repurpose because I have other things that's coming up. So it's hard, not hard, but you just gotta delegate your time properly. So, meetings and other stuff. So recently I've been doing repurpose video, and some people, to the new people who never seen it, so it works out both ways. He always get new followers, so they never seen it. So that's now I'm back, doing some more new content or whatever. But it's gonna be some days where you're gonna have to repurpose because you're not able to get in the lab or the studio. You just gotta take your best video that went viral before and go viral again.
Right.
So it's really easy once you put the leg work and do the groundwork, like you said. Now you just got to make sure you stay relevant and not only keep doing repurpose videos, but also bring out some new. And that's when they go into that album. You can take what you did, and I can put out 4 or 5 EPs right now if I wanted to.
Let's talk about that, because I think that part gets slept on a lot, right? Where you really can take some of your best parts and really put it on Apple, Spotify, that whole nine, and into which right now you have an album. And I got several questions about this album, right? First off, I heard it fire. Let's just state there.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Second, I love how it is authentically you with still it being short. Like it gives me hype. It still gives me the message, but it doesn't give me like a typical 2 to 3 minute track. Because I was like, is he going into that realm? Like, but no, it was still very authentically you. Talk about, because that's a way to monetize. What people don't know is what we do on social media. We don't get paid per se, unless we're in YouTube and that whole nine. But we don't get paid by streams. When we put an album out, even podcasts, we don't do that. When we put an album out, we label it. Boom. Now this is where every single time this gets played, we get some type of music, some kind of revenue. When did you say, oh, this is going to be another revenue stream? This is what I wanted to do. And talk about that process of the album mode.
So I put out 2 EPs back to back a year ago, or a year and a half ago. So when it started, I put out 2 EPs. I put out some singles. I realized, okay, give these people something they can work out to, listen to in their bed, driving their kids to school. Spotify got over 10,000, 9,000, 10,000 monthly listeners. My Apple Music itself, 400,000, over 400,000 streams. Well, probably more than that. I don't really be looking at it no more, but it's just about, man, just giving these people what they want. And the second thing is, yes, I kept them short. Let me tell you why. If you go listen to a Drake, each song, 2 or 3 minutes, 4 minutes, he got 15 tracks on there. By the time you listen to the whole 15 track, it can be good, but okay, you got enough. But when keep it a minute,
Right.
3 seconds, when you go through all of them, then you go back through them again. I get more plays versus somebody. I'm very strategic with everything I do. If I can't make it make sense, I don't trust it. So I can put 20 tracks on there, keep it a minute and 3 seconds, and it go to the next one. Once the one track go off, the next one go on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Before you know it, you don't listen to this album 4 times in a row without you knowing it.
What? I didn't even
And that's
think
how
about that. I didn't even think. So honestly, I thought because of how TikTok and Instagram is, where it's hard to necessarily tell people, yo, go stream my song. Like I thought you made it that long so they could hear the whole thing, and when they go to the album, they know it already. They know the vibe. That's why I thought you did it. You literally doing it because they'll run it back several million times, and it all counts to. Oh, that's.
Well, why?
Hold on, air horns on that. Hold on, get air horns on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be intentional. The next one gonna drop and before that, it's gonna be something different. This one here was like a get you crunk motivated workout in the gym, and people been sharing their stories, so they doing the work for me. I just gotta
Right.
put it out there. The volume 2 gonna be straight to the heart. The videos I made that touch the heart, where wherever you're going through, it's gonna give you that encouragement where you're like, dang, I'm gonna keep listening to it. I want people to binge it. 2 things: that the album itself, then it's already on Instagram, so people gonna make duets to them. So albums play from Apple Music,
Yep.
iHeartRadio, Amazon, YouTube, Spotify, all that come together in royalties. And that's how you make your money.
Listen, I don't know if y'all caught this. He broke down a lot of ways to monetize your voice. I'm not really sure if you caught it. From the voiceovers, clearly from the content with YouTube, TikTok, not so much from Instagram, but now he's talking about royalties. I just want y'all to pay attention. Now, the visuals, the recent visuals that I've been seeing, I was like, oh, he's standing. He out here. It's not the sitting mic situation. Is that for they're fire, by the way. I don't know who edited it, but whoever edited, you did an amazing job to set up the studio. Fire, right? It's appreciated. Is that for the album, or is that kind of like, this is kind of my new, I'm testing out some new things? Because I was like, is he in album mode? What's happening?
Showing people versatility, showing people, once you make something forever yours, you can utilize however you want to use it. You can say, oh
Okay.
man, this guy good with commercial. Do that show that put that swag into it. See, a lot of rappers can't be behind a mic and put swag into it. They're like, man, he's a motivation speaker, he's a rapper, he's an artist. I give you everything. And like I say, it's only people only seeing this part of me. They don't know the other side. I have more to give, but everything I do is a calculated step. And we live every day, but we die once. So as long as I'm living, I'm breathing oxygen through these lungs, they're gonna have to feel me. I got more coming. So I got a lot more stuff coming.
So okay, so that's versatility. So let's ask, what's kind of, we know the style. You send down Mike, amazing music. Actually, how do you pick the music? Can we even talk about that? How do we pick the music?
I got, I used to do music back in the day. You got
You produce it?
No. I just got I got a good ear when it comes to beats and music. I'm gonna tell you something. When I record, I don't record with music. I just do vocal. I just add the music to it.
Right.
So I just record. I get in the studio. I record, and I put the music to it. So depending on the vibe of the video, is the music selection I choose. So, and I had one of my artists. He sent me this. I forgot what he called BeatStars. some stuff on BeatStars as well. Then you got other producers that reach out to me who got beats, Mr. Wilson on a beat, and different other people.
Okay.
They're like, "Hey man, this work," but I like, I like
Okay.
doing
Well,
my way.
so in the beginning, where did you get your beats from? Because now clearly producers
Mhm.
are knocking at the door like, yo, come on,
I
put
still,
me on.
I don't really, I got one beat from my guy named Future, but other
Mhm.
than that, I still do the same thing I've been doing from day one, which is either YouTube or BeatStars. So, but it's the way you search. I don't search. I don't use the music that other motivation speakers use. It's that
Mhm.
it people want something that's vibing, that's new, and the voice that radiate. Like when you hear the voice in the music, it radiate through their spirit, man. They replay it, they replay it, they replay it, they replay it. So I choose what the culture love. It's all about the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it for the culture, and you just gotta gravitate what's new. So I take, say for instance, I type in sad type beat instrumental, or I say beats by producer named Buddha, and he produced a lot of good beats. Buddha got some of the best beats. So I just, then if you're gonna put them on YouTube, then you gotta go to no copyright. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
search instrumental that has no copyright, or you can't monetize from them.
That's so much game right there. Okay. So before we leave,
Okay.
what is next? What can we expect? I know you got tour, right? Is in Houston. The first stop is in Houston?
Yes, smell H-Town,
Come
Houston,
on.
Texas.
Yeah, they have
And
amazing food, by the way. I just
yes, they
shout out
do.
to Houston. Love Houston. Love Houston, right?
Mhm.
Um, but what else can we expect from you're on 40. You're on
Mhm.
40%. What else can we expect from you? I want to know what 50's looking like.
I'm like this here. Uh, Humbly, just don't blink. Just don't blink. Stay tuned. Everything I spoke from day one, I told you what's gonna happen. Very intentional with the man above. I go where he tell me to go.
Mhm.
I even go places where the word says I'm not accepted. I won't stop speaking about the Most High. I'm changing the dynamic. I go where I'm welcome, and even if I'm not welcome, I'm gonna still show up if the man above want me to go. So, I'm collabing with some people. Shout out to my guy Trent Shelton.
Shout
Um,
out Trent.
yeah, Pastor Mike Jr. And a lot more people. So we got a lot of stuff coming.
Secretive people. He's secretive. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it out of him. I'm trying to get it out of him. Now um I asked all our guests this three books. Three
Mhm.
books that has helped you, whether it is in branding or whether it is in business. Well, for you, even
Uh,
self-development, but three books that has really impacted you.
a book by Dr. Amen, Brain, You Change Your Life.
Mhm.
That's a real good book. Book for Business for Dummies. That's another one. And Criminal Justice book.
There
I
we
like to know
go.
everything.
There we go. Now, before we go, I need a message. We gotta end it. We gotta end
Okay.
it with a message, okay? So this is gonna be exclusive Niggy and Moose, George, the speaker message is not he I don't know, he may repurpose. I don't know. I don't know. He may
That'll be
be like some of these
there you go.
rappers that just come back with the
Yeah.
bars. I don't know. But I really want to end it with your gift. You have blessed so many people on social media, not only the inspiration of their own content, but I think also just the words that you've said has truly helped people get go forward, go through some things. Um, I really believe that you have changed or is starting to change what we think of motivational speaking because you have really seen the gap within social media and you are not doing it the same way and you're really connecting with the now than what it was. And so I want to give you your flowers
Thank you.
because to see what has happened in just this short amount of time, to see some of like our favorite influencers use the audio, I'm like, hold on, that's George. I know that. I'm out here going to be like, talk that talk, George. Like I'm getting hype off of it. You mean just seeing the rise of you is so dope. So I wanted to give you your flowers here because
Thank you.
not many of us creators do that. We wait till crazy circumstances to be like, oh, he was great. No, you're great. What is to come is going to be so amazing. So let's close it out with your gift, your voice, and just bless the people.
Listen, I'm gonna go with this one. Listen, you're a big dog, so you gotta do what big dogs do. Talk that talk, George. You're a big dog, so you gotta do what big dogs do. And I'll go to war for what I want. Talk that talk, George. I'll go to war for what I want. Because even when I was down, I still got up. Because the time is now. Turn them up, George. Big dog. Pressure. Yeah, that's real.